Happy birthday, Taurus. So here's a reading I wanted to offer you about your year ahead and anything that might be useful for you to know as you approach this year, anything that you can know at this moment to kind of set the tone on what your year ahead is going to be like. I just want to start by pulling 3 oracle cards to get the opening tone of your reading. Okay, so here we go. So we got the mystical moth, spirituality, psychic ability, passion, shimmering maiden of the moon, uncover the arcane knowledge I seek. So this one came out first, and I see that you're very much on the spiritual path, checking or unlocking and developing your intuitive abilities further than what you've already completed so far. You next get barging badger, determination, focus, advancement. Tireless and resourceful one, share your ferocious spirit and spunk. So there's a little bit of internal seeking and then a little bit of external expression happening as well. And then finally, roguish raccoon, enthusiasm, problem-solving, adventure, mischievous and playful spirit of Pan, reveal any secrets or deceit in my life. This kind of, I feel like this takes from both energies from the first two, using your intuition to navigate around others, anything to distrust, anything unsafe or to look out for, also to problem solve in social settings. So there's very much a balance between the external character that you put forth in the world and the internal seeing and knowing that you tap into this year are very key in bringing something forward. And I definitely noticed like passion, adventure, advancement standing out. Some very forward motion, some adventure that you're setting off on in this year. That's so exciting. So I'm gonna pull some more cards. Actually, I'm feeling this Cozy Witch Tarot for you. So some tarot cards to get more information on that. Starting message. What can our Tauruses know at the time of their birthday for the year ahead for them? Particularly around this adventure that they're going on, tapping into their psychic abilities, spirituality, determination, and focus. their ferocity and their spunk. The Empress. It says there's beauty to be found in every experience. Yeah, there's something you're attaining here this year that's very powerful. Some sort of culmination in some milestone in your maturity. So this can be whatever you define as a milestone. So maybe this year you're buying a house. Maybe this year you're having a child. Maybe like you've developed the garden of your dreams. There's some sort of milestone that you're hitting that you've always dreamed of and that really for you defines your adult life that you've envisioned for yourself. Ooh, with the Six of Swords, you're also leaving a situation to write a new chapter of your life. That's an essential part of hitting this milestone. You could be like physically changing locations as well in that meaning. The Five of Cups reverse, you, with this motion away from something and towards, I would say, like what your true guidance, your true heart is telling you, you're undoing or you're resolving the disappointment from a situation I would say that you're currently at, or that you've been at for a while, and you just recognize that this disappointment isn't going to change and you need to just do what you need to do. The Ten of Swords, hurt people, hurt witches, hurt witches. Yeah, this is with the Five of Cups. So you recognize that the disappointment is not to do with you, it's to do with others who have not healed their wounds. And until that happens, they're just going to keep stabbing you, basically. Oh, the Tower reverse. Yeah, this is all the end of a intense period of your life in which there was a lot of upheaval of things that weren't serving you in your life. I see especially these three cards as the context of what's ending at the time of this reading. So this is what you've already been going through for the past year or more. You're finishing out this tower moment and you're reaching some kind of pinnacle, some milestone of success in your adult life. And I would say some level of peace with that. There's a lot of resolve. It's like you're cutting off the chaos and that you're finding peace, stillness, and harmony, as well as attainment and accomplishment in some way here. The Empress kind of embodies all of the signs, the suits of the queens, the swords, the pentacles, wands, and cups. But I often see the figure rooted in the Queen of Pentacles. And since you're Taurus, like, I just feel like this is very much you coming home into your own skin as a Taurus, like seeing yourself, loving yourself for who you are and all your characteristics, and just growing those further. And with this flowers, I just feel you like growing your own self-love and appreciation, and it colors the world around you. It's like all you see is the beauty around you. Yeah, I think that was very much a theme of the Taurus new moon that just passed recently as well, about like really having this vision for the beauty around you, and maybe knowing better how to cultivate beauty and how to bring that into the world around you as well. Let me continue with some of these oracle cards that I got. This is actually a Lenormand tarot deck, and then like I'm getting used to using it for the first time. So we'll see how this modifies or adds to the messages. So you get number 1, Rider. And this is cool. It's landing on the 6 of Swords. So you're setting off on a journey all on your own. It's very important that you're independent and you follow your own kind of psychic intuition. As with the mystical moth, the cat is a very psychic and intuitive representation in the deck. So this is really about you following your soul path, like really being able to magically sniff that out and like get onto your magic broom, or like metaphorically speaking, like you have some ability to follow this path that you've just tapped into that is kind of otherworldly. And yeah, you're really pursuing that, and it really like intersects with this Empress destination that you find yourself in. That made me want to know what the Empress destination is, a little bit more about that, and then this happened with the cards. So I'm gonna take this Anchor card to answer that. And it really does speak to me about that message of stability that I was bringing through earlier, about you bringing stability and peace after a period of chaos into your life. That's what the Empress is really about. So that can manifest in however you see it in your life. Maybe you're getting a full-time job after only like working gigs for a while. like I said, maybe you're finding a permanent place of residence after moving around a lot. Whatever like is appropriate to resolving your own sense of chaos is what's coming through there. And also maybe some of you are turning 35 or hitting your mid 30s area, and that's pretty significant for you too, to like have finally reached this point where you feel anchored in life, and just, yeah, stop and smell the roses and appreciate every moment of that, because you worked hard for it and you deserve to enjoy every minute of it. You have the lily and sun. I want to read the descriptions for those two before I pull the last one. So the lily says kindness, morality, virtue. The lily is a sign of kindness and moral purity. The one who identifies with the lily struggles with issues of morality. The heart seeks virtue, yet it chases pleasure. So some sort of conflict in morality in the context here with the tower moment. So it could have been that you suffered some kind of betrayal in some kind of connection. 31 sun. The sun says success, happiness, warmth. A source of light illuminates that which is hidden and brings success and happiness. The one who is blessed with the warmth of the sun ought to share it with others. And this is really, coming into how you're leaving the situation. It's a little confusing maybe because it's going kind of backwards, but this is like past, present, future kind of situation going this way. So it's like you found the sun, you within yourself, you found the thing that gives you joy, that you can use to navigate towards your peace, sense of peace, to cultivating that sense of peace. This just came to mind, like with the rose garden, and like how the sun is needed as like energy, as food to grow the roses. It's like you could only grow that beauty in your life once you found that sun within yourself, because the beauty needed to be fed by that internal light. So that's kind of what's happening. I feel like this is very much like happening now for you, now or next month. Like this is very much in the vicinity, and then everything's kind of unfolding for the rest of your year with this Empress energy. So you're spending like the majority of your year ahead in this beautiful Empress energy. Okay, and I think let's pull out one of these Happy Tales cards. Message here for our Taurus group. So it says, rough collie, sincere, majestic, easygoing. I want to say like this is you, but I also want to say look out for people who are like this to connect with. Their sincerity, something majestic, like I would also say magnetic about them. Maybe kind of a stillness that you're drawn to, and easygoing. I would say those are, because we're talking about some kind of betrayal that happened here. Could it be with a friend, with a family member, with a partner? So this kind of tells me that something, of course, new connections are always in the mix, and this is telling me that, or giving you the message to look out for someone with these characteristics. Oh yeah, now it makes sense. Okay, let me read this to you. It says, as herding dogs, rough collies love to be near people, and they are one of the most loyal breeds of dogs. So there's loyalty in people with these characteristics that you find. They especially became famous because of a fictional TV dog named Lassie, who often helped to rescue family members in trouble. These majestic beasts can share their sincere and easygoing nature with anyone in need. Yeah, so someone who's like a true friend, who's going to be there for you in the hard times. someone you can really depend on. So if you find these kind of characteristics and you're unsure about connecting with anyone new, like if you see someone that kind of fits these characteristics, give them a chance. That's kind of your message there. So to close out your reading, I want to offer you an answer to a question you have for your year ahead. So you can pause the video now and think of that question, and then I'll pull cards to answer that. Okay, so let's get an answer to Taurus's birthday question. What can we know to help answer Taurus's birthday question? Wow, this keeps coming up. Past life medicine. It must be really strong at this moment. So something to do with healing, something from a past life, but also the past of your current life as well, and something to do with memory and tapping in maybe on this spiritual journey into a memory to surface like something important. It could be a wound, it could be a mystery that needs to surface at this time in your adulthood to kind of deal with, I guess, or to resolve, to close out a cycle. Let's get one more question, one more an answer. And then, so you got the Vulture and Asphodel with upheaval. By the way, this is number 16, and this is also the Tower card, actually. And this is number 7, so those could be important for timing, if you're asking about timing. It could be like July 16th or the 16th of any month, or the entire month of July, or the 7th of the month. Those could be pretty important times for you, depending on what you're asking. So this is coming in as pretty key. Yeah, this is a huge cycle for you that you're closing out, and this really could be a wound now that you're kind of letting that go into the past, and even into the past lives that they were a part of, so that you're not bringing it into your peaceful present and future that you're building with this Empress. And as I was saying, this is a milestone in your adult life. Now with this message, it's also a milestone in your cycles of life and reincarnation, or your karmic kind of timeline. So yeah, kudos to you for going through this difficult Tower situation, and with it kind of closing out here, and with it upright here, it's kind of like you've stopped resisting, and you've kind of like learned to surf the wave majestically, beautifully, like with so much control and power. It's like you can just fly with the winds of change now, and it's pretty normal to you. I think that was a big lesson for you to learn. If you were resisting change before, it feels like you've learned to accept huge changes in your life and even embrace them. And that's deeply kind of help you let go of certain identities that were holding you back and embrace new identities, or the fluidity of your identities now. Yeah, and again, it's really helping you on the spiritual journey you're on. You've also learned to lean into your spiritual psychic abilities to work this whole thing out. So happy birthday to you, and kudos to like everything you've gone through. Celebrate yourself fully. And this just stood out to me, the 31st of the month, whenever that comes up next for you. Just look out for that, the end of a month. And yeah, so I'm wishing you the best, and hope you take care for the year.